All right, Paul, this is for you, so you can make the full-on preview video. Amen. Hope my 3-year-old stays quiet. Amen. So today we talked about part 2 of our sermon series, Better Than Sacrifice, entitled Celebrating Uncertainty. We looked at Malachi 3:6, for I, the Lord, do not change. Therefore, you, O children of Jacob, are not consumed. We talked about how the obedient celebrate in the midst of uncertainty, because the joy of obedience is God already knew about the changes before he spoke to you about what to do. We talked about the rewards of obedience and how you get to enter into promises and prosperity, as well as being kept away from trouble, because we were already in right alignment when we decided to obey God, even though we didn't know the changes that would take place. We talked about how the obedient don't fear losing their lives, because we lay down our lives daily. We know that it's not about us, so we don't fear losing fame or fortune or influence or even our very physical life itself, because we're already existing on an eternal plane, taking part in the great story of history of eternity as sons and daughters of God who are obedient to him. And so those who are completely committed to obedience aren't afraid. And we celebrate what we can't see as if we already have it. Because we know that if we're obeying God, we're committed to doing that. There is a level of confidence that we get when we know that our heart is clean before God, that we already know everything's going to work out to our good. We may not know how or when or why. We might think that the first response that comes to our obedience is negative, but then we soon see how God flips it to the positive. We have complete confidence, so we can celebrate what's invisible as if we're already living it. We talked about these things and many others. So, come check it out, hear a little bit more about why obedience means we get to celebrate in times of uncertainty. What?